Hey, I'm Dean and this is Legacy Voyage. In Season 1, I'm documenting my journey to earning my first 100K net worth as a full-time college student. Join me as I share some of the lessons I learned along the way. Okay, let's go. Want to talk back on, do a quick update, random things I've been thinking about. First thing is how feedback is a gift. And there's a story where this guy, his name was Jason, and Jason, he shows up freshman year. He's on this water polo team, and as he's going through practice, he's like throwing the ball, but when he throws it, his elbow is supposed to be out of the water, but it's like in the water. So he's kind of like not putting his full effort into it. And so the coach is like, Jason, get your elbow out of the water, get your hand out of the water, kind of like how it would be in a real game. And he's just like, oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Like, I'll get to that, coach, don't worry. And time passes, of course, Jason doesn't listen. He just kind of does the lazy thing, keeps the hand in the water, and coach comes by, same thing, like, hey Jason, make sure you don't do that. And Jason's like, yeah, I'll get to that. And so finally the coach brings everyone in together, and so everyone comes in, and the coach goes ahead and introduces Jason, says, well everyone, I want you guys to meet Jason. Now Jason, he thinks he's too good to take feedback, and Jason thinks that he doesn't need to improve, and basically just embarrasses Jason in front of the entire water polo team. But the big takeaway from this story is just that feedback is this gift. It's this gift of the person giving it to me wants to see me improve, wants to take this risk because I could ignore it, maybe I don't, but it's a gift. And when it's a gift, what you do with gifts is you receive them. And so this is just a perfect example of how feedback is this gift. And it's not about like, oh yeah, hearing feedback is whatever. It's like really receiving the feedback, taking it, thinking about it, thinking about how to improve based on the feedback. So that was one thing I was thinking about, is this idea of feedback, especially at Leland, man. Feedback is such a big thing and a big part of what we're about, what the culture is all about. And so I think that was just awesome. And like me personally, I'm always trying to improve and look for feedback. And so maybe I have ignored feedback, but it's just so important. Like, even if you don't like the person who's giving the feedback, like at least taking it into consideration, I think is pretty important. So that was one thing I was thinking about. And then a couple other things. First is the idea that life is made up of the average Tuesday afternoon. I heard this on a Modern Wisdom podcast, and I think it really stuck with me just because it's like, dang, that's kind of true. It's like, it's not made up of these Friday nights, like parties, whatever. It's not made up of, I don't know, traveling and these highs. It's really just made up of those average Tuesday afternoons where you're chilling with buddies or family, or you're working. It's like those is what life is made of, those moments. And so instead of looking for those like grandiose highs, it's really, how do we make those Tuesday afternoons, how do we make those as great as possible? Another thing is, the question that I was thinking about is, what would it take? Especially when approaching problems, especially when like trying to pursue goals, like how I am right now, training for another marathon, trying to get a six pack, trying to graduate high or college, like all these things that I'm trying to do. And it's really asking myself, like, what would it take? And it really makes me think about what I want to change, what I want to do in order to hit those goals, in order to hit and solve whatever problem that is in front of me. So that was one thing. And then honestly, probably the biggest takeaway, and this time gets into my life update, is just the fact that when we're sick, like for example, if you're sick or something and you're like, oh yeah, I'll go to the doctor, but after I get better, I'll go to them. Like, would you say that? Of course not. You'd never be sick and then wait until you're better and then go to the doctor. Like, the reason for the doctor is to go when you are sick. And so I bring this up because I found it similar, at least for me, in this journey toward God, or this journey in Christianity. It's like, I am broken. Like, I know this is a fact. It's part of the human existence, is that we are broken people. And for so long, I've always told myself, oh yeah, like I'll go to God, I'll get right with God, like when I'm not broken anymore. Like that's how I'll get better. But it's like, dude, what are you doing? Like, that is the exact opposite of what you should be doing in this moment. Like, you're sick, go to the doctor. And in the same way, it's like, you are broken, go to the one who can fix you. And that person, in my head at least, that person is God, that person is Jesus. And so that's something that I've been doing a lot more lately, is trying to rebuild, not even rebuild, just like build it in the first place. this relationship with God. And so that's the update there. Honestly, not much updates anywhere else in my life, but just wanted to do this quick podcast because moving forward will just be a lot more off the cuff and in the moment. Because man, I'm gonna tell you right now, dude, it's a grind. Like working on top of school, on top of I don't know, just like chilling, hanging out with friends. Yeah, it's a grind, but we'll see how things go. I'm happy that I'm doing these more often. We'll see how long I do these more often. I'll catch y'all. I record these episodes completely free to share success with everyone. So the only thing I ask is that if you learned anything or found something interesting in this episode, just leave a review and share it with a friend. Only takes 5 seconds and it would mean the world. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next episode. Tatok, see you.